All right, folks, let's get right to it. Gavin Newsom is a hardcore racist. I'm going to tell you this right now. He's going straight to hell if he doesn't repent. His demonically, let me rephrase this. His satanically inspired actions in light of some things that have recently happened are nothing short of completely reprehensible and disgusting. As you know, we've got this new Mississippi case that has come up. We know that Roe v. Wade is probably going to get overthrown. The Casey case will probably go bye-bye as a result. And this man who hates God and most definitely hates black people says that he wants to make California a sanctuary for what he calls reproductive rights. Now, by saying reproductive rights, he means mass genocide. That's what he's talking about. Let me explain what I mean when I say this. When you look at our country right now, 3% of the childbearing population in our country are black women. 3%. Yet they account for almost 50% of the abortions that are taking place in our country right now. And Gavin Newsom is saying he wants to be able to pay women to come to California to abort these babies. That is how evil and satanically inspired that he is. As a matter of fact, he wants to go so far as in to basically incentivize doctors. He wants to incentivize doctors to be able to go into what he calls reproductive science or reproductive medicine. And when we say reproductive medicine, we're not talking about in vitro fertilization or anything like that. He's talking about he wants doctors to be stone cold killers. So he is wanting to pay for them to go through medical school, wanting to give them a forgiveness on their student loans if they choose to change or pledge to be an abortion doctor. And on top of that, he wants to incentivize hospitals to take these types of evils on by giving them more money for each procedure. Folks, this is disgusting. Now, I'm a man who has adopted 2 children, and the difficulty associated with adopting a child is absolutely insane. The money you have to go through, the hardship, the difficulty, yet this guy wants to pay these poor women to come in and to abort their babies, literally murder their babies, so that he can somehow, in some way, create what he calls this utopia of freedom. There's no freedom in it. He's a mass murderer. He's a killer. And everyone like him needs to completely repent of their actions. And you pastors need to get out there and you need to speak. You need to stand up for life. We have an obligation and responsibility for doing that. This Sunday, that's today, we are going to talk about this. We are going to talk about why biblically we stand up for the life of that unborn child. Oh, and by the way, for all you guys that are woke, this is the single greatest civil rights issue of our time. 1,500 black babies are being killed every single day. What are we going to do about that? Are we going to do anything at all? Are we going to start talking? Are we going to speak about it? Or are we going to sit still because we're worried about what kind of reactions people are going to have to us? It's time for us to take a stand. Folks, make sure you catch one of our first 3 services today. Morning services, the 8 o'clock service, the 9:45 or the 11:30. We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to attach a link to this at the end of the video because this is an important issue and it's biblical. We need to stand up for righteousness. God bless you.